Hello, I'm Emily Misak, and I'm going to present over the safe, legal, and ethical use of digital information and technology. People use digital information and technology every day, but it is crucial to understand the implications caused by misuse of this equipment. First, I'm going to talk about internet and technology safety. There are many problems that people may encounter when using technology. Some of these are mobile phone use, computer viruses, phishing scams, and online predators. LG Mobile did a study that surveyed 1,017 teenagers, which confirmed that 45% of teenagers admit to texting while driving, and 41% admitted to some form of either sending, receiving, or forwarding text messages with sexual content. But children and teenagers need to realize that once they send something out via text message, email, or any other instant messaging program, it's impossible to take it back, and it's out there for the world to see. Computer viruses are also a safety issue that we must be aware of. The best way to avoid getting a virus is to ignore pop-up windows and to not click on antivirus software updates that your computer prompts you to download. This malware can make it so your computer cannot be used until the problem is fixed. Phishing scams are also a risk that technology users face. This is when people are lured into believing that it is safe for them to provide personal information, including credit card information and home addresses, over the internet through email and other types of messaging services. The best way to avoid becoming the victim of a phishing scam is to never provide any personal information over the internet. Nearly 93% of kids ages 12 to 17 use the internet. This is why it's important that they are aware of how to use the internet safely. One of a parent's biggest fears is that their child will become the target of an online predator. Here we'll watch a video about internet sex trafficking. This video shows just how easy it is for online predators to contact underage children and why educating our children about these type of people is so important.
My name is Sweetie. I'm 10 years old. I live in the Philippines. Every day, I have to sit in front of the webcam and talk to men, just like tens of thousands of other kids. The men ask me to take off my clothes. They undress. They play with themselves. They want me to play with myself. As soon as I go online, they come to me. 10, 100, every hour. So many. But what they don't know, I'm not real. I'm a computer model, made piece by piece to track down these men who do this.
Webcam child sex tourism is a new phenomenon that's spreading like an epidemic. Men from rich countries pay children in poor countries to perform sexual acts in front of webcams. These crimes happen tens of thousands of times a day. But with a novel approach, we can stop this. We are Terre des Hommes, the Netherlands, and we fight child exploitation.
Children we are dealing with, they suffer from depression, they suffer from anxiety, they suffer from aggression. They have no idea about normal relationships. They have no idea about sexuality. And what makes it worse is that it's on the increase. Therefore, we have shifted our attention to the demand side. If nothing is being done about the source of the problem, this phenomenon will only increase even further.
The UN and the FBI estimate that 750,000 pedophiles are online at any given moment. We estimate that tens of thousands of kids, some of them only 6 years old, are abused behind cams in the Philippines alone. But instead of hundreds of thousands of convictions, we could only find 6 men who've ever been charged. It appears that these kids don't go to the police, and these crimes are extremely difficult to prove. The only way to stop predators is to patrol the websites where they commit these crimes, and to catch them in the act. And so we did. To investigate this problem, we go undercover posing as a 10-year-old Filipino girl on public chat rooms.
The moment that you log in and you identify yourself as a young girl from the Philippines, they swarm at you. It happens extremely fast.
3, 4, 5, 6. Do you like to wear your bra? Hello. Hi, honey. Can we talk? Hey, are you... I'm 36, okay? Just too many. It's overwhelming the computer. It's too many guys trying to chat. The predators feel safe and anonymous. They use fake names, live far away, and can pay with untraceable prepaid credit cards you can buy anywhere. They don't have to travel to countries like the Philippines to abuse children. Nothing is stopping them. Most of them come from wealthier countries. And people who approach us see that we're 10, and then we always remind them that we're 10 years old. They contact kids on dating sites, social networks, and public chat rooms.
We have men who are going online, finding these girls, virtually raping them, and then turn off their computer again and they go to work as if nothing happened.
All of the men want us to turn on our webcam. So to maintain our cover and to catch more predators, we're bringing Sweetie to life. Sweetie is a computer model who looks and moves like a real girl. We capture the movements of a real person and apply them to Sweetie. Then, we use an application to control her every move.
I'm not real.
Men think she's sitting in front of a webcam in the Philippines, but actually, she's operated by Ter de Zon from a warehouse in the capital of the Netherlands, Amsterdam. While Sweetie is chatting, we track down the men. Using bits of information they give us, we identify them with Google, Facebook, and other sources. Without hacking their computers, we collect their names, addresses, phone numbers, pictures, and video footage. In just 2 months, we identified the first 1,000 predators. And on November 4th, we handed over their dossiers to Interpol. If catching them is so easy, webcam child sex tourism can be stopped. Now we need your signature to convince governments to catch the other hundreds of thousands of predators. Thanks to the UN, webcam child sex tourism is a crime almost everywhere. What we need now is proactive policing.
Well, the laws need to be enforced. That's the first question. There is absolutely a prohibition in international law, and penalties will be very serious.
With the extension of the internet, with the decreasing prices of the internet, it will get more and more accessible, not just for the western part of this globe, but also for the developing world, which means that there will be more victims, there will be more children exposed to this phenomenon.
Help us stop webcam child sex tourism and protect the kids behind cams. Proactive investigation is the only way to catch these men. With your signature and our research, we can pressure all national governments to act. If we can trace 1,000 men in just 2 months, police forces can trace more than 100,000 a year.
Sign the petition now.
Please sign the petition now and share it on Facebook and Twitter.
After watching that video, it's disturbing to see the number of mothers that have spoken with just this one child, let alone all the other children that are also on the internet. With over 644,865 registered sex offenders in the United States and over 100,000 that have been lost in the system, it's very difficult for federal officials to protect all the children using the internet. A few ways to tell if your child has or is talking with an online predator are: your child is spending a large amount of time online, especially at night. Your child receives phone calls from numbers and people that you do not know. Your child receives mail, gifts, or packages from an unknown source. Your child turns the monitor off when you come in the room. Your child becomes withdrawn from the family, and or your child is using an online account that does not belong to themselves. If you find that your child or children have been a target of an online sexual predator, it's essential that you contact your local or state law enforcement agency immediately. These are just a few pictures that show the internet safety. The top one is pretty interesting. Meet Susan, a 42-year-old man posing as a 15-year-old girl online. Susan and your 13-year-old just made plans to meet at the park. Online you can be anybody you want, so it's really important that your children know who they are talking to if they're talking on the internet. Now I'm going to touch on the legal use of digital information. This includes copyright laws and information that is under the fair use policy. Copyright laws and fair use policies inform us of the legal use of information that we may find using technology. The definition of copyright is the exclusive legal right given to an originator or an assignee to print, publish, perform, film, or record literacy, artistic, or musical material, and to authorize others to do the same. Fair use is defined as a legal doctrine that portions of copyrighted materials may be used without permission of the copyright owner, provided the use is fair and reasonable, does not substantially impair the value of the materials, and does not curtail the profits reasonably expected by the owner. If you are unsure what is protected under copyright, there are many ways to find out. Education World gives readers a 5-part sequence to explain copyright laws and the fair use policy. The sequence includes copyrights and copying wrongs, the answer to whether or not fair use is a license to steal, copyright laws and new technologies, applying fair use to new technologies, and district liability and teaching responsibility. In short, any original piece of work that is in tangible form is protected by copyright laws. According to the U.S. Copyright Office, there are only 4 items that are not copyright protected. These items include work that is not in tangible form, titles, names, short phrases, slogans, familiar symbols or designs, lettering, coloring, or mere listings, and work that consists of information that is common property and contains no original authorship. Another part of digital information and technology is purely ethical. This is determining what is right and wrong in the use of the information that we obtain from technology. It is ethically wrong to steal someone else's ideas. If a person uses someone else's information and takes credit for it, then they are in violation of a code of ethics, and it is called plagiarism. Plagiarism is taking someone else's work and using it as your own. As you can see, it's very important for internet and technology users to understand what is safe, legal, and ethical when they're using the information that they obtain from the internet.